Dustin, my partner's name is John. Our sports science topic was hydration. What is hydration? Simply put, it's just your body's ability to absorb water or how much water you have in your body. It gets a little more complex than that as there's science involved regarding the physiology that's going on inside of your body, and it's very relevant to exercise and sports, so it makes it a great sports science topic. Um, what does being properly hydrated mean? Just means your body has enough water in it to function properly. As water is very important to many metabolic and biological processes going on in your body. In regards to exercise, it's very important to be hydrated because you often lose a lot of fluid while you're working out or playing a sport. Most of it lost through sweat. That's where most of your water loss is coming from. Um, so that can eventually lead you to become dehydrated if you weren't hydrating properly before or during exercise, which we'll see and we're about to explore how it can have a negative impact on your performance.
What's going on, guys? My name is John Vizzini. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about hydration during exercise. Being hydrated during exercise is obviously very, very important in performing during exercise or even sports and stuff of that nature. Interesting fact about hydration is your performance will begin to decline after 2% dehydration. So that means once 2% of your water weight has been lost, your performance physically is going to begin to decline. Another fact is that after 3 to 4% dehydration, is when your body tells you you're thirsty. So by the time you're thirsty during a workout is when you're gonna already be 3 to 4% dehydrated and your performance has already begun to decline. So think about that the next time that you are working out, playing soccer, field hockey, lacrosse, anything of that nature. If you're thirsty, you're most likely 3 to 4% dehydrated, and you need to hydrate more. It's very important. So let's talk about what's happening in the body when you are dehydrated. So when you're dehydrated, you have osmoreceptors in your blood. These are receptors that are responsible for regulating the fluids and electrolytes within your blood and within your body. As we know, the kidneys are very, very important in maintaining and losing water. That's what filters the blood and all other stuff. So as the water is passing through your body, the more you lose of it, the more viscous it becomes, or the more sticky essentially it's going to become as it travels through your blood vessels. So as it becomes more and more sticky, your blood's going to have a harder and harder time to travel through your blood vessels, but your heart's going to pump double as fast and hard just to get the same amount of blood that it would regularly to the places it needs to go, such as your muscles. This is why your performance begins to decline. Also, your kidneys filter out the blood, filter the water out, and when you are dehydrated, your hypothalamus is going to send a signal to your posterior pituitary to release antidiuretic hormone, which is responsible for reabsorbing the water back into your body. Helps maintain a little bit of your water balance. Also, aldosterone will be released to maintain the potassium and sodium levels, to also keep your electrolytes up. As we know, that's also an important part of being hydrated. And I don't have much time to talk, but there's an interesting thing that I saw where there was a rugby player who they tested him. They ran him through this course and had him run through fully hydrated, go through this course, see how he performed. He finished his little rugby course in like 35 seconds, and then they dehydrated him severely and made him run for an hour straight in a sweatsuit that wouldn't let the sweat evaporate off of his body, so his core couldn't cool down. They got his core all the way up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit and then made him redo the course after running for an hour. And surprisingly, he actually finished the course this time faster than he did initially. And they said that was because of increased levels of epinephrine. So his adrenaline was going, his fight or flight response was going, his body was in pretty much survival mode. And that's why he surprisingly finished faster for the most part. Other than that, cortisol will be released during dehydration because your body is trying to get any energy it can to maintain glucose levels in the blood. So cortisol, as we know, is going to break down tissue to get amino acids for gluconeogenesis, and that's pretty much some of the reasons why dehydration is bad and what happens to your body during exercise. So Dustin's going to tell you a little more about some sports drinks and compare some different drinks to give you guys a feel of what you should and shouldn't drink and when.
Now that we have seen and learned about the effects of dehydration and its impact on your performance, we're going to talk about how to stay properly hydrated while you're working out, and when to use just water or when to use a sports drink. You're going to want to stick to just water during low intense workouts. This would include things such as light weightlifting or going for a light jog. When you're doing this, you're going to want to drink about 16 fluid ounces of water every hour. Break that up into 4 to 6 ounces every 15 minutes. So that'd be about a glass this size or a little bit bigger than your standard water bottle. You're going to want to use a sports drink during a high intense workout, such as very heavy weightlifting or a lot of running, or a sports practice or sports game, such as a football practice or a field hockey practice or soccer practice or a game. The reason for that is you're not only becoming dehydrated while you're performing those types of practices or workouts, you're also losing a lot of carbohydrates, which provide energy for your body. And sports drinks are loaded with carbohydrates to help replenish your energy stores so you have energy to keep going on through your workout or practice or game. And it's also loaded with electrolytes and water to help keep you hydrated. So it's important to remember and distinguish between the two when you want to use that. And just to recap, water is for a lower intensity workout, or even if you're not working out at all. And sports drinks are more suited for a high intense workout or sports practice or game. If you have a sports drink, when you're not in as high of intensity type workout, your body's going to be getting excess sugars and carbohydrates that it's not going to use, which could eventually just be turned into fat. So it's important to remember that and know when to use either water or a sports drink. And it's important to know how to stay hydrated and how much to drink while you're working out, because if not, you're going to have a negative impact on your performance. So remembering to stay properly hydrated will help maximize your performance during a workout or a sport.